Hey, it's Trish, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about integration. Integration is my term for this time period that's really frustrating and annoying between the old ways that you orgasm and climax, kind of the way you're accustomed to having orgasm or experiencing climax, and the new way you're going to experience climax and orgasm. Now, I cannot convey to you how frustrating this time period is. Because what happens, it's like, you know how when you move into a new place and all your stuff is in boxes, you've moved from where you were and where everything is where you know it is, and then now everything's in boxes and you don't know where everything is, and it's just a big, and unpacking those boxes, it's like a big mess. That is exactly what it's like in this process, and especially in integration. You're looking at your new orgasm potential is like your new house. And then you're looking at all these boxes. That's your subtle body that you're trying to open and awaken, right? And so you're looking around, you're like, I can't find anything. Where are my orgasms? I know I put my orgasms around here somewhere, but you don't know how to access them. You don't have to do anything. Again, this is when it is most important for you to allow. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever doesn't happen, doesn't happen. And either way, that's okay. And you must really be okay with it. If not, then you are going to start kind of forcing the process, manipulating the process, and that's not good for anybody, and it's damn sure not good for your orgasms. So, when you find yourself in this transition, when you, outside of the practice even, but in your lovemaking with your partner or lovemaking with yourself, and you find it's like, okay, well, I'm doing what I normally do and things aren't happening. That's the first sign you might be in integration. If this keeps happening where either your orgasms do not happen the way you're accustomed to them happening, or they don't happen at all, you're definitely in integration. Now, assuming you don't have any kind of physical or neurological issues that would be preventing your body from suddenly not orgasm climaxing the way you have been since you were probably a teenager, you're probably in integration. And it is frustrating. It is frustrating. I cannot tell you how frustrating it is, but it is. And all you can do is keep going with the practice. Keep scheduling, keep journaling, just keep doing the practice. How long will this integration last? It could last a few days, it could be a few weeks, it might even be a couple of months if you stop the practice. So it would be as if you moved into the new house. Great, you moved into the new house, but then you left everything in the boxes. Integration is that time frame from boxing up the old ways, and you're in the new space, new place, and you're awakening, opening to how things are going to be. And continuing with the practice allows you to organize and get everything put where you want it to be. The books over here, the bookshelves over there, the sofa, that you're decorating your orgasms, as it were. This process of allowing and awakening will depend on how much have you been practicing. Are you consistent with your practice? Are you manipulating the practice at all? How much are you really allowing yourself to be relaxed in the practice? Are you giving yourself that transition time from stress and life to this very loving space for yourself? Are you under a lot of stress in life? Start using the practice to help you de-stress to lower adrenaline, lower cortisol, get your happy hormones going, okay? And so integration itself is very, very frustrating because you're not having the new orgasms that you're wanting to have, but you're not even having the older orgasms you could rely on. And so during this period of integration, it's just very important to remember to stay calm, stay focused, but don't manipulate the process. Be mindful, be aware, notice the sensations you do or don't feel, but most importantly, allow. Allow, allow, allow. Now, there is something else that I wanted to mention, and I like to talk about it when I talk about integration, because what's going to happen is that when you start experiencing the big orgasms again, or bigger than they were, it'll almost seem like, and the time frame of integration feels like this as well, it feels like, damn it, I'm starting over. Nothing's working. I don't know my body anymore. My body has betrayed me. I can't even have those good old reliable, boring orgasms. It's almost like you're starting over, but not quite. Because it'll, like, if you start here and you go and you go and you go and you do, and you're like, oh, integration, oh, I'm starting over. It's not really that you're starting over, because you're not actually going in a circle. Because it'll feel like I'm just going in circles. And I don't mean friggin' off on the clit either. My practice is just going in circles. And it's not actually doing anything. Well, actually it is, if you do the practice consistently, as you're supposed to. But what's happening is that if you look at it this way, yeah, it's in a circle and it looks like you're starting over at the same spot. But if you were to take this circle and just flip it on its side, what you would see was that you started here at the singular point. And then you did your practice and I started again, but you started a little bit higher. You are starting over, but you're at a different level. See, you started here and now you're here. And so you do your practice. Oh, integration. It seems like I'm starting over. You are, but you're here. And then you're, so actually it's like a spiral that goes up. So it looks like you're starting over every single time, and you're starting again, true, but you're starting on a different level. In economics, this is called the principle of the regressive mean. And it's where if you were to truly start over, you would go back to the very beginning every time, but you don't. You go up, 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 you have a little bit, and then you have that integration time. So it's like here, you start here, and you increase your ability, and then, there's integration. It feels like you're losing, and then suddenly you'll have this burst of orgasmic activity, and the orgasms are bigger and better than they were. So you're here now, and it feels like you're starting over, but you're not, because you started here. You were down here when you first started. And so it's just going to keep going, and you start over, and that's going to raise up. If you keep doing the practice, it'll raise up, and then, integration, and you come back down like, oh, damn it, I'm in integration again. Yes, you are, but on the other side of that integration is like you can't even imagine. And so starting over then is going to be like when you just are going on a new level. So it's not like starting over. It's not starting over from the very beginning. While that is a very good place to start, you're not really starting there after each integration. You're starting on a new level of awakening. So, integration, what do you need to know? It's frustrating as all get out. It's annoying. It's absolutely perplexing and confounding, and you feel like your body and your orgasms are betraying you. They're not. Just go with the flow. Literally, just allow things to happen as they are, and you will, if you do the practice consistently, you will get through the integration, because what's happening is that your physical body is right there. Your physical body's energy is raising up, and your body is now allowing the subtle body to kind of take over, so that after the integration period, and you're making love with yourself or your partner, and suddenly you're having these amazing out of this world climax orgasms, or they're at least a hell of a lot better than they used to be. And you notice, you're like, wow, that that actually worked. That allowing the body the time to fully awaken, unpacking all those boxes, and getting things back to where you understand them, and you're organizing everything again. It's not really you, it's your body. It's your body doing all of that. But you have to do the practice to allow your body to do that. Okay? So the integration is just a part of it. And all I can say is keep doing the practice. If you allow yourself to slide on practice during integration, because integration is so freaking annoying, the whole experience will start to slide. You'll be able to coast along on your orgasms for a while. Trust me, I know this. You can coast along for a while, but then the orgasms that you experience with a partner or with yourself, they will start to taper off. So it's almost as if you really will be starting over if you let the practice slide and if you abandon the practice just out of frustration. So the practice is important now. The practice is even more important during integration. And so allow, don't judge, be mindful, be aware, but don't judge. Just hang in there. It's annoying. We all go through it. I've been through it several times. Now, of course, I can recognize when I'm integration, so I'm much more gentle with myself. I don't get mad. You know, when I'm masturbating and I can feel, it's like edging. It's like an eternal edge. It doesn't quite get there, and I know it's like, oh, I'm in integration. Okay, so it's okay that I don't have a climax this time. That's fine. And right now, you may be thinking, what? I'm gonna jerk off and not get to climax? May happen, and that's integration. So it's okay, you're fine. Again, unless you have some physical, neurological issue of why you suddenly, out of the blue, can't climax. There's a very good chance you're in integration. So just allow it, let it go, hang in there, do your practice, and on the other side of that is amazing stuff. All right, I love you, and I will see you in the next video.